Hello everyone, let's look at Sonja. Sonja is a light bearer, like we saw in the patch notes, an agility-based hero. Her class is a tank, so they're making her a tank, which that's pretty interesting. And her primary role is a buffer. Okay, I'm gonna start looking at her ultimate skill here, Gold Roses. Sonja gives all allied heroes a gold rose. All allies with a gold rose receive 50% less damage the following 5 times they are dealt damage, and the attacking source loses health equal to 80% of Sonja's attack rating. If an ally already has a gold rose, the number of times it is effective is reset. Each gold rose can reduce damage up to 5 times. In level 2, allies with the gold rose receive 60% less damage the following 5 times, and level 3, the attacker source loses health equal to 90% of Sonja's attack rating. So yeah, gold roses will make the allies receive less damage here. 60% less damage with that level 2. That's quite a bit of a damage mitigation, and it's for the following 5 times they're dealt damage. And also the attacking source will lose health as well. So that sounds like a pretty powerful ultimate ability. Okay, the second skill I'm going to look at is Glimmering Brilliance. This is a passive ability. When Sonja is not in a state of Glimmering Brilliance, she does not use normal attacks, but instead periodically recovers energy. When Sonja is not in a state of Glimmering Brilliance, the damage she receives from enemies is reduced by 20%, and the attacking source loses health equal to 70% of Sonja's attack rating. This effect can only be triggered once per second. When Sonja's health falls below 60% for the first time, she enters a state of Glimmering Brilliance for 25 seconds. While in a state of Glimmering Brilliance, Sonja recovers 2% of her max health per second for each rose of any color that is currently on the battlefield. So we're going to have multiple colors of roses, and can recover up to 12% max health per second. So yeah, this is just a passive ability. When she's not in a Glimmering Brilliance, she will receive 20% less damage, and also the attacking source will lose health equal to 70% of her attack rating. And when her health falls below 60% for the first time, she will be in Glimmering Brilliance for 25 seconds. So yeah, it says for the first time, so I think it said this only happens once. I think it said it only happens once through the entire battle for 25 seconds though, and she'll just recover health. Level 2, when Sonja is not in a state of Glimmering Brilliance, the damage she receives from enemies is reduced by 25%. When Sonja is not in a state of Glimmering Brilliance, the attacking source loses health equal to 80% of Sonja's attack rating. And level 4, while in a state of Glimmering Brilliance, Sonja recovers 2.5% of her max health per second for each rose of any color that is currently on the battlefield, and can recover up to 15% max health per second. Okay, let's look at the third skill. So I'm looking at these bottom 2 skills, which means that I will also be looking at the engraving with these skills, which is, yeah, it's going to be the level 4 ability. That's what the engraving is. Dark Vines. Sonja places a black rose where the most injured enemy is located that deals 180% of Sonja's attack rating as AoE damage to nearby enemies. After the black rose deals damage 3 times, the most injured ally receives a shield that exists for 8 seconds, and which has a value equal to the damage dealt by the black rose, or at least 220% of Sonja's attack rating. So it's just going to deal AoE damage here to the most injured enemy, and it will also give a shield to the most injured ally. So that sounds very nice. Level 2, the black rose deals 200% of Sonja's attack rating as AoE damage to nearby enemies. Level 3, the black rose deals 220% of Sonja's attack rating as AoE damage. And level 4, the engraving. First engraving skill, Sonja and the most injured ally receive a shield that has a value equal to the damage dealt by the black rose. So instead of it just being the most injured ally, it will also be Sonja that will receive that shield. Okay, the final skill that I'm looking at here is Blood Rose. Sonja gives the most injured enemy hero a red rose that causes them to additionally lose health equal to 70% of Sonja's attack rating for the following 5 times they suffer damage, after which Sonja reclaims the red rose when Sonja reclaims the red rose, if the enemy is still alive, they shall lose 8% of their max health, but the value cannot exceed 240% of Sonja's attack rating value, and Sonja shall recover an amount of health equal to that lost by the enemy. If Sonja is in a state of glimmering brilliance, the amount of health she recovers from this skill is multiplied 2 times. This skill prioritizes enemies that have yet to possess a red rose. So yeah, the red rose will just take away health from the enemy here, and yeah, I believe it said Sonja will recover. Yeah, they'll cover an amount of health equal to that lost by the enemy, and if she's in glimmering brilliance, that will be multiplied by 2 times. So yeah, having that glimmering brilliance activated would be very useful for this skill. Level 2, enemies additionally lose health equal to 90% of Sonja's attack rating for the following 5 times they suffer damage. Level 3, if the enemy is still alive when Sonja reclaims a red rose, they shall lose 10% of their max health, but the value cannot exceed 300% of Sonja's attack rating value. And level 4, this is the second engraving skill. The 2 most injured enemies are gifted a red rose. So instead of 1 enemy, it'll be the 2 most injured enemies here. They'll be gifted a red rose, which I'm guessing that'll mean even more health for Sonja here. Yeah, that sounds pretty useful. That level 60 engraving sounds pretty useful. Okay, let's look at the signature item. The rose, the signature item skill, a thorned aura. When Sonja uses her ultimate skill, allies with the gold roses are gifted a thorned aura that deals 110% of Sonja's attack rating as AoE damage every second to nearby enemies. So, yeah, they'll just be dealing. The gold roses will be dealing even more damage to nearby enemies here. So yeah, very, very good to get that ultimate ability off with this signature item unlocked. And the plus 10 signature item, the Thorn Aura, allows the ally using it to recover health equal to 100% of Sonja's attack rating every second. Every time the Thorn Aura deals damage, the ally using it recovers an additional amount of health equal to 60% of the damage dealt. So the plus 10 is allowing the Thorn Aura to give allies health as well, so very nice there. The plus 20, allies with the Thorn Auras deal 130% of Sonja's attack rating as AoE damage every second to nearby enemies. And the plus 30, when 2 or more enemies are within range of the Thorn Aura, the amount of health the ally using it recovers is increased by 80%. So yeah, the plus 20 and plus 30 signature item also sound very good. I think getting that plus 30 signature item will be very good for Sonja. Let's look at the exclusive furniture for her as well, see what her exclusive furniture has. Okay, we have Thorned Furrer. The 3 of 3. Every time an ally who possesses a gold rose suffers from an enemy control effect, the effects of the gold rose are extended 1 time. This effect can only be triggered by each ally once every 5 seconds. So it'll just extend the effect of the gold rose when the ally suffers a control effect from the enemy. And 9 of 9. At the start of battle, the 3 backline allies are gifted gold roses from the skill gold roses that can be used 3 times. So the 3 backline allies will be given a gold rose. Yeah, that 9 of 9 sounds very good, especially with that signature item mixed with this 9 of 9 furniture. Yeah, the gold roses sound like it's going to be a very powerful ability. Yeah, that 9 of 9 sounds very useful as well. Okay, so that's the skill signature item furniture and engraving. I did look at the engraving. Let's look at the Arena of Trials first, Sonja. I want to test her out in the Arena of Trials. Okay, here we are. The Arena of Trials hasn't started yet, so we have the Arena Guardian and the Wooden Dummy. I'm going to start with the Wooden Dummy first, just to see her skills in action. To be able to clearly see her skills in action, I'll go ahead and take off the ×2 speed here. And let's just see here. And it looks like every time this enemy is trying to attack her, it looks like a shield or something is being put on her, and there's the Golden Rose ability. And that looks like the Black Rose ability there as well. The Black Rose giving the ally a shield and also causing AoE damage here as well. So yeah, that looks very nice there. And Yeah, the roses look very cool. There, I don't know if I've seen the red rose yet. The blood rose, I think it was called, but yeah, I've definitely seen the black rose. Okay, there's the red rose, causing enemies to lose health there. Yeah, the red rose goes on top of the enemies. So yeah, the white rose, or the gold rose, goes on top of the allies, the red rose looks like it goes on top of the enemies, and the black rose goes on the ground, at least near where the enemies are. So at least we know where all the roses will be here. And yeah, I haven't seen too much of the blood rose, but yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of the black rose and the gold rose here. Yeah, it looks very cool. It looks like it's doing quite a bit of damage to these heroes here. Especially the black rose looks like it's doing quite a bit of damage. So yeah, I really like that. I really like the shield that the black rose also gives to the ally heroes as well. Okay, let's look at the Arena Guardian here. Let's see what heroes we get for the Arena Guardian. Yeah, this is kind of like a practice to the Arena Trials, this Arena Guardian is. Yeah, I think she's going to do pretty well in the backline. I think, well, she is a tank, so she might actually do very well in the front line as well. Yeah, I'm going to put her in the front line. I'm going to see how well she does here in the front line. We do have quite a bit of maulers here. And we do also have that Eron Scriath combination. So I think I'm just going to go all 4 maulers here with all these maulers. And then we have the one light bearer. I'll put Thali in the front line. Let's just see how well this works here. Yeah, we have 4 maulers here. We have Thali, and then we also have Sonja, and then we have Scriath Nemisu, and we also have Thescu in the bottom corner here. Yeah, I'm thinking since she's a tank and she gives all the damage mitigation buffs, that I think she could do pretty well in the front line. Yeah, she kind of looks like a person that would be in the back line though. But there we go. Everyone just went down very easily there. And let's just look here. Yeah, pretty impressive damage. Also pretty impressive with, also a little bit impressive with the health there. Get health gaining for the allies there, and also taking a little bit of the damage. Yeah, Thali in the front line really did a lot of damage. But I think that's pretty impressive by Sonja there. Now, also, I don't know if she's really going to be the one for really damage. I think she's going to be more for just that damage mitigation, allowing for your heroes to stay alive. Yeah, ultimately, what I think about her, I think she's gonna do really well. Yeah, I really like that damage mitigation. I like the whole concept of the roses. I think that's very cool with the roses. I think she's gonna do her best with her plus 30 signature item, her 9/9 furniture, and I think that plus 60 engraving could do very well. Also, with the giving 2 most injured allies a red rose. So if you like this video, make sure to subscribe. There'll be a button above my head that will allow you to do that. And there will also be a video over there that you can watch as well. And thanks for watching.